Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by the good people at FM Wonderkids. Today we've got the Season 9 review of the Wolverhampton Wonderkids. Now it's an absolute corker of a season, so do stay tuned. Now if you do like what we do here, don't forget to like the video, very important, it helps us out a lot. Head on over to Patreon if you really want to support the channel. You can download the tactics that we've used in this season, which is a belter. I'm going to tell you right now, it's an absolute belter. You can also download our saves from today. Basically, you can download the Season 9 Wolverhampton Wonderkids and play it yourself at home. You can also download the fated treble episode, so you can have a go at trying to do that treble yourself. If you go back a few episodes, you can download that if you're a patron. Don't forget to subscribe, obviously, if you are new. That's the most important. Subscribers, why should you subscribe? Well, every Monday we've got Wonderkids lists going out for you. Every Wednesday we've got this Wolverhampton Wonderkids saga. Every Friday we've got the Man United show. You also get all your short lists and stuff like that. But enough about that. Let's get into the review of the season for Wolves. So let me talk you through a little bit about Season 9. So Season 8 was a little bit disappointing for us. I don't think we actually won anything in the end. Maybe the Carabao Cup, but we didn't win anything of note in Season 8. So it was disappointing. We put it down to our tactic. The 4-4-2 experiment kind of unravelled for us in Season 8. So it is what it is. It was an experiment, and we cleaned the slate. If you have been following us on YouTube, we put a poll out on Twitter. I think it was yesterday. What tactic should we use, or what shape should we use in Season 9? And thank you very much for everybody who voted. What came out top was a 4-2-3-1 shape, and that's what we went for. We nearly went back for the 4-3-3, but we thought, no, we'll listen to the votes on Twitter, on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, by the way, at FM20 and Instagram and Facebook. And we've got a new Discord now as well. So if you want to jump in the chat on Discord, that's all over on the Twitter. Anyway, so thank you very much for voting in the poll. We went for a 4-2-3-1. I'll show you that now straight away. We wiped the slate absolutely clean, okay? So you can see here, it's a custom tactic, absolutely custom. We didn't go for a gegenpress preset and then change it. We went for a custom, and we absolutely customified it ourselves. It's the FM Wonderkids tactic, and like I say, if you're a patron, you can download this right now. Okay, let me show you some of the results then. The results we had with this tactic were actually very, very good. Season 9, we delegated almost entirely out to Patrick Kluivert. Patrick Kluivert managed the whole season for us, but using our tactic. We did the first game. We managed the first game against Brighton, actually. We managed the first game of the season against Brighton, and we played a few friendlies, and then we gave the whole season to Patrick Kluivert. We came back with 3 games left, and then we gave them to him as well. Basically because we didn't have enough time. If you've been watching since the start, you know we've just had a little baby girl and we want to delegate out to our boys. So the tactic had some good results to start with, like I say. So I whacked in a couple of friendlies here against the under-18s and the under-23s. We've got a new affiliate club, Sheffield United. I asked the board for 3 things, actually: to improve our training facilities, which they did, to improve our youth facilities, which they did, and to get an affiliate club, of which Sheffield United was the best choice. If we have a little look actually at our club info, we'll see if our facilities, so our state-of-the-art facilities now, we've got state-of-the-art youth facilities now. I don't know why I didn't request that before, but now we've got that. I mean, now we've got state-of-the-art training facilities, so there's no excuse for these lads. So we go back to the schedule. Like I say, there's a new affiliate club, and then we played a couple of friendlies. Really happy with how the tactic was working. Like I say, we did start it as a 4-3-3, and then we changed it to a 4-2-3-1. I managed the first game against Brighton. We won 5-0, and I was like, right, that's it. Happy, good to go. Delegate that out. And then obviously you drew to Leeds. If we go back to the tactic, I'll talk you through it. Talk you through the tactic first of all, because this was the main thing that we changed in Season 9 rather than Season 8. We bought 1 player in, essentially. We signed 1 player. As you may know, we're moving into our stadium soon. So A, we were happy with our squad, and B, we knew we were moving into this new stadium. So we didn't want to absolutely blow the finances on players that we didn't necessarily need. But we'll talk more about that in a bit. Firstly, the tactic, because this is what the major change was this season. The 4-2-3-1, which was created by myself for these lads, okay? We started with a custom, like I say, clean slate, and we knew we wanted to do the 4-2-3-1, and we knew we wanted to be attacking, okay? Originally, it looked like this, okay? This is what originally was built like, and then we simply moved that defensive midfielder up into this position here and changed these two roles from box to box and centre midfielder automatic, and obviously this to an advanced playmaker. So if you look when we click over here, advanced playmaker, and then that changed to a deep lying playmaker and a box to box. So essentially they're both the same tactic, but we just, right before the season started, we changed it to the 4-2-3-1 rather than 4-3-3. Are you with me? Good. Okay, so you will want to download this tactic, trust me. So I'm going to talk you through how it works. Should I show you some of the results first? Okay, I'll show you some of the results. So greens, 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 couple of reds, couple of draws, greens, greens, greens. Look at all those bad boys. 7-0 against Newport, it is Newport, but a lot of greens, yeah. A lot of goals, a lot of greens, okay? So that's a little taster of how the tactic actually performs. And this is how it's set up. So it's a 4-2-3-1, custom mentality. Sorry, attacking mentality, but custom built. So talk you through the roles. We've got a sweeper keeper in defense. With the defensive mentality, we've got a left back here as a supporting role, mainly because Duholtz is a bit more of a defensive minded fullback. His crossing's getting really good here, actually, Duholtz. So it's built around our players. Ball playing here on the left, Fritas is our ball player, where, as we know, Daniel Hoy is a bit more of a destroyer. But they're both on defensive duties. Those are our two. Delati or Max Aarons then would be the more attacking wing back on the right-hand side. Automatic duty here, but like we see, our group mentality is attacking. Tonali and Yamas then, obviously interchangeable with a few of the other great centre midfielders that we have at the club. But a deep lying playmaker that is defending, picking the ball up off the back four. And a box-to-box midfielder, Yamas, who's getting involved back and forth, back and forth. Inside forward on the right, who cuts in and is majorly attacking, supported by the fullback on the left. Inside forward on the right is more of a supportive duty, but getting overlapped by the right wing back, just to add a little bit of balance to the team. The advanced playmaker then, playing in between the lines, picks the ball up. This was our signing. This was our new signing, Segers. Belgian guy. Splashed the cash on him because if we were going to play the 4-2-3-1, we needed someone in that position because we didn't really have anyone. So we needed to get someone who was good as well. And he had, this was 16 when we bought him, it's gone down. He had the stats. Okay, he had the triple threat, can't remember what we call it, the Holy Trinity there, dribbling, finishing, first touch. And he also had all the other things that we wanted, apart from maybe off the ball, but he had flair, decisions, pace. So we paid the money and we got him in and we thought, yeah, first teamer straight away. Haaland then up front, advanced forward this time rather than a pressing forward. Just a slight change of role. Talk you through the mentality then. So attacking, some of the individual instructions. I can't remember if we had them or not. Any individuals? Tight marking. Sometimes we put tight marking on our centre backs at least. Okay, so it doesn't look like we actually did go through with our individual instructions, but sometimes we would put tight marking on the two centre backs, and we might do that next season going forward, so stay tuned for that. In possession then, extremely wide attacking. We wanted to be extremely wide whilst attacking and extremely narrow while defending. Passing into space then, so counter-attacking kind of attribute there, and playing out of defence. So we wanted to keep the ball. We wanted to work it into the box, kind of like a tiki-taka does, with a wide, kind of like Barcelona, so using the whole of the pitch. When we got the ball, slightly shorter, so not continuously short, so you can still go direct if you want to, and a higher tempo because basically we're playing in the Premier League, so we want to play fast football. We've left all these blank. In transition then, notification. In transition, then counter-press and counter. So very much like a pressing tactic. As soon as we lose the ball, we want to win that back because, as you'll see here, we are playing high up the pitch and we're playing compact. We want to distribute to our fullbacks because we want to kind of make sure that possession stat is quite high. We don't want to lose the ball frequently, especially when we're playing so high up the pitch. Then defensively, we're playing high up the pitch, we're playing compact, we're playing narrow, and we're getting stuck in, crucially. The idea being that hopefully if we do commit fouls this side of the pitch, it doesn't result in any kind of red cards. So that's the system. Let me know what you think in the comments, and these are the results that we had. So we've gone to the schedule. Like I said, it was the 4-2-3-1. All these will be up on Patreon, by the way, for the patrons. So the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-3-3, again, very similar. But they'll both be up there. We're looking at the schedule. We played the 4-3-3 up until about here. And then we changed it to the 4-2-3-1, I think, about here. And then Patrick played it for the whole season. So some good results. Like I say, we smashed Brighton 5-0. Drew against Leeds. Everton 4-1. Swansea 4-0. Newcastle 3-0. Zenit 3-0. Lost my place there. Zenit 3-0, West Ham 1-0, Newcastle 4-0, lost 4-0 to Man City though. Let's have a little look what happened there. We had a red card. So that going in hard, getting stuck in, can cost you, I suppose, yeah. So red card, lost the game. But I think it does more good than it does do harm. So you will maybe have that one red card in a blue moon. Drew up 2-2 there with the Barcelona, really good. Haaland scored. Yamas scored, a few yellow cards there for both teams. 7-1 against Man United at home. Absolutely hammered Man United 7-1. Hoy, Yamas, David De Gea scores an own goal. Fati, Neves scores a pen, and Freitas as well. Very, very good performance there from the boys. Like I say, we delegated all this out to Patrick Kluivert. So he's done really well there. Draw there, lost it away to Aston Villa. So we'll have a little look at the stats there, see what happened. We had 26 shots, man, and they had 2. How did we lose that? Okay, so that's an anomaly, I would suggest. 2-1, 1-0, 2-1. So getting a bit tighter here during mid-season. 2-0, 2-2 away at Chelsea, so it's not a bad result. 1-0 away at Barcelona. Again, it's not a terrible result, but it's not a win, is it? So see how we managed there. Again, the stats aren't too bad for an away game at Barcelona, but we'll take that. And then look at this, a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games without conceding. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 game winning streak there. Absolutely fantastic. And then we lost to Huddersfield. Of course it's going to happen. You're going to lose at some point. All those greens. Then away at Atletico Madrid. That's quarterfinals. We went out of the out of the Champions Cup on the quarterfinal stage. It was disappointing, but look at this. We smashed the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea and we won the final against Tottenham. Patrick Kluivert did a beast of a job there. And guess what? You might have seen this at the top. He's won the double. Won the Premier League with 99 points. We've only lost 3 games. We only drew 3 games. We won 32. Absolutely fantastic performance from Patrick and the boys. We look at the players' stats here. Usually like to look at goals, etc. Are you with me? Goals. 2 players on 17. So Fati and Rossi from Liverpool. What I was very surprised with, actually, when I came back. So I came back from holiday with 3 games to go. And I saw that basically the league was wrapped up. And went back on holiday and let Patrick take the FA Cup, which he won 3-0, which was absolutely great. But what I was very surprised about was how little he played the man, the myth, the legend, Erling Haaland. So we'll go onto the screen here and we'll have a little look and we'll sort by games played. See if I can move this over. I can't. I have to move my screen. Oh, what we'll do, we'll just find Haaland actually. So we'll go by position. Haaland played 7. He only started 7 games, and it's not because he was injured. It's just because Patrick Kluivert fancied this guy, Ali Smith. I'm going to take a screenshot of this guy and put it on Twitter actually. because this is the guy who kept Erling Haaland, a 27-year-old Norwegian Erling Haaland, out of the team. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is it justified? I think it probably is, to be honest with you. I mean, Erling Haaland, Ali Smith. Let's do a comparison. Oh, my head's in the way. I'll do a comparison. I'll put it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at FM20 if you want to see that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I'll put that on up. Get a little screenshot of Haaland here as well. So Haaland only started 7 games. So that was very surprising to me, considering how amazing he's been. He's won the Ballon d'Or twice. So that was brave of Patrick Kluivert to leave him out. So there's going to be scenes, I'm sure. I'm sure there's going to be scenes next season. Another thing which was disappointing in terms of personnel was Neves. Neves was very unhappy at the start of the season and wouldn't sign a new contract. His contract runs out at the end of this year. I couldn't get him to sign. Obviously, I went on holiday. He signed a contract with someone else. I tried to sell him actually at the start of the season because he's 31 now. So I tried to sell him for like 60 million or something. Nobody wanted to buy Neves, which I thought was a travesty. So he's off. He's going on a free. He's going to Milan. So he goes with our best wishes. He's done absolutely fantastic for us. But as you know, we've got a wealth of options in that centre midfield. We've got Tonali now. We've got this guy Garcia coming through, whose work rate is absolutely exceptional. We've obviously got Bellingham. Bellingham's only started 8 games actually here this season. We've got, who else? We've only got the 2 positions. We've got Veloso as well. He's only started 8 games for us, but absolutely very, very, very good in the centre midfield. Chad Banks, looks like Chad Banks, actually we sold Chad Banks. We sold Chad Banks. So yeah, let's go through the ins and outs. Let's go through the transfers. It's always a good one to go through. So usually go through this at the start, but like I say, we weren't many moves, to be honest. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves in total. Van Hasten went on a free, I think, at the end of his contract. Good luck to him. He was on a lot of money, but he wasn't playing. Jack Scott, we had to let go because we have a couple of right backs now. As you have seen, as we will see, I'll go through them in a second. Belcombe had to go, 3rd choice keeper, wanted to move, he went with our best wishes. Chad Banks, again, couldn't quite get into the team, especially now we were playing with only the 2 centre midfielders, so we sold him for a nice fee of 25 million. So that's 46.5 million out, and then we signed Segers. That's basically it. We signed for his release clause, which I think was 65 million, to play that role as an attacking midfield and an advanced playmaker, because we didn't really have anyone else with the kind of, I suppose Fatty maybe could have done it, and Ali Smith actually could have done it, but we signed a specialist. I think this was the guy we signed. Who was this guy? I can't remember signing this guy. Box-to-box midfielder, Italian, first of the first. Or maybe we signed him last season and he didn't come through until this season, but yeah, he looks like a prospect. Pellegrino. Good, so that's the transfer. So not much happening really this year. Like I said, we're moving into our new stadium. If we have a little look at the club info, we'll go to our facilities. So, due to move into the new stadium on the 21st of the 6th, 2028. So that's in a couple of months' time. So season 9, we'll be playing in our season 10. Sorry, we're playing in our brand new stadium. We'll be champions of England. We'll be FA Cup holders. We're going to go for that treble again. And this is going to be the squad. There might be a few ins and outs, but this is essentially going to be the squad. Dewhurst in goal. Sorry, Fayette in goal. Fayette in goal. Very good stats. I'm very happy with Fayette. Dewhurst as his backup. More than happy with him as a backup as well. Hoy then as a centre-back, absolutely coming on leaps and bounds. He's 24 years old now, capped by England 50 times. Freitas then as our left-back, capped by Portugal 20 times, both footed. Eventually, he's going to be overtaken by, I'm sure, Rasmus Bergman, whose potential is through the roof. In fact, let me put those stars up for you, because that is the screen that I like to see. So you talk about potential. Bergman was a 5-star, but now he's only a 4-star. But even a 4-star is great, so he's going to be fantastic, I think. We're not too sure about his mentals, mind you, by the way. But we'll see what happens there. Left back then, obviously, Du Holtz. Absolutely fantastic. We need to make sure he signs a contract, actually, by the way. Otherwise, we will lose him as well. And the backup right backs then are obviously Max Aarons and this guy here, stepping in at left back as well. Hugo Steen, he's the French guy, which we always get confused with our other right back. We haven't shown you yet either. This guy's basically first choice ahead of Aarons most of the time. I'll show you Aarons. There he is. Very, very similar players. So that's it. Diaz then is the fourth choice centre back, really. He's pretty decent, but he's a youngster. Okay, from the 23s, stepped up. We'll go through the 23s in a second. Garcia then, deep line playmaker. He's the one with the high work rate, which we like because of our kind of high pressing tactic that we're using. We want to make sure we got a lot of players with good work rate, so he will be a fixture next season, I'm sure. If we look at selection, see how many games he's actually played this season. I've lost him. Garcia. So he's only started one and played 2 off the bench. Llamas then. Neves' replacement, like we said. Again, if you follow us on Twitter at FMWKDS, Neves' replacement. This is why we're happy for Neves to walk out the door, because we've got his replacement there. Absolutely amazing, Llamas is. Bellingham struggling to get in the team, but he's obviously got huge potential. But he's 24 now, so hopefully if Patrick plays next season, I might play next season myself because I've got a bit of time on my hands. But if Patrick obviously going to find a place in a team for him, that would be great. Dembele then, not really developing as well as he has done in other people's saves, or one of my other saves, indeed. Only played 3 games here in the league as well. Very quickly then, Veloso, back up for that attacking midfielder spot for me. For Patrick Kluivert, no, he don't fancy him. Only 1 start, well, 8 starts in all competitions. Segas then, or Segars, let me know in the comments how you pronounce it. 32 starts in the league, so Paddy fancies him. 47, average rating of 7.29, 47 starts overall. Vinny Jr., obviously insane talent on the left, inside left then. 30 starts in all competitions. Fatty, insane. The only thing we're worried about with Fatty is his lack of work rate in this formation, but he scored a lot of goals for us this season. 39 appearances, 23 goals. Nick Smith, I'm assuming Paddy didn't play him much, but he's really actually developing. He went out on loan last season. 15 starts in all competitions, yeah, so that's pretty good for him. For Nick Smith to get those. Gelhardt then, obviously we love Gelhardt. He plays in the big games and scores in the big games for us. 28 starts in all competitions, 10 goals. Mason Greenwood, probably 3rd choice striker for us, 3rd choice right winger as well. Yeah, again, only played 3 games, didn't score any goals. Poor old Greenwood. Ali Smith then, 37 games in all competitions, 26 goals. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Look at that anticipation, 19. No wonder he's keeping Haaland out of the team. I'm surprised Haaland is happy with it, to be honest with you. And there he is, Haaland. How many games? Only 2 appearances in the Champions League. Only 5 starts in the Premier League. Erling. Ali Smith, the 23-year-old, has taken your place. He truly has. Look at that as well in terms of ability. Paddy's onto something there. So that's the team. That's the first team. Very quickly then we'll look at the development centre. We'll go into the 23s. See if there's any candidates there. We didn't really put many people out on loan, so hopefully they develop their potential in our lovely state-of-the-art training facilities. Some huge potential here then in our 18s. So we got this guy here, centre midfielder, the one we signed actually this year. Rojo looks like he's really going to be really good in a defensive midfield role. Sid, our backup goalkeeper, is really coming on leaps and bounds. He's our 3rd choice now, so maybe we'll get him out on loan. He's only 20 though, we'll keep him at the club. And then another centre midfielder then with great technical attributes. In fact, he could come in that Veloso role, that Sega's role next season. We're going to put him up to the first team by the look of it. Look at those stats there. A few other 20 and 21-year-olds then, just to show you quickly. Check these guys out. If you're a patron, by the way, get your name in the game. Become a patron. You can actually, we will rename one of these players after you, any player you like, and then you will be in the game. Your name will be in the game for as long as you're a patron. So a lovely gift for a friend or a family member or a loved one there. So that's the 23s. Finished 5th. Poor performance, really. Should be doing better. Maybe we'll look at revamping our staff in terms of the 23s. And it is the season review. It was a memorable season for Wolves as they tasted success in the Premier Division and the FA Cup. Bosh, Wolves have been expected to make much of the Premier Division title running. That is never spelt right, or it's never said it. It's never, anyway. And lived up to the pre-season billing by finishing top of the pile. You can see here we were top for most, or Paddy was top for most of the season. Look at that. Absolutely smashed it with 99 points. It was a superb season for Wolves as they claimed the title to back up their pre-season credentials. And that was from skysports.com. We lost in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, so next year we're going to go for that treble. We're going to go for that treble. Join us next week, next Wednesday, 1 o'clock. We're going to go for that treble. We're going to win it. Maybe I'll manage it myself, and maybe I'll delegate it out to Patrick Kluivert. That is the goal. We know it is. Paddy, please do it for the boys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, we're available on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at FMWKDS. If you become a patron, there's loads of new goodies for you. Tactics, shortlists, get your name in the game. We're now on Discord. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new. Like the video. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching.